true friendship. Do you know the difference between a friend and acquaintance? A good friend is very difficult to find, and if one has the fortune of finding it in this world where everything good is scarce, especially love and friendship, it must be taken care of. We must treasure it as if it was the most precious gift that life has given us. What one usually has encountered in this life are hundreds and even thousands of acquaintances. They abound as the weeds in the fields, or as the grains of sand in the seas and in rivers. But friends? These are mere words that deserve to be written in capital letters and with golden letters. Do you know the difference between a friend and acquaintance? A friend is with you in the trials and the rigors of life. Is with you in tears and in laughter. Is always with you in pain and is also always with you in the celebration, in the happiness of the celebration, and in the happiness of the heart. And it is written, and it is an eternal and immutable truth, that love is tested in the trials of life, and that if that supposed love has not passed the test, it is not true love. It is only chocolate love that melts away defeated at the first ray of the sun. Just as the steel of the sword is tempered by the scorching heat of fire, so the love of friendship must be tempered in the incendiary heat of trials. If that love has not yet been tested, it cannot be described as love. Let's call it simply sympathy. Sympathy is like a baby that is born to a new life. Sympathy is an incipient love that perhaps dies in its own grief, or that perhaps dies at birth, or it may lives, grows, develops, and prospers. Everything depends on whether that germinal love is strengthened to be able to later withstand the trials of life to which it is going to be submitted, overcome and overcome, emerging victorious. Acquaintances abound, friends are scarce. Acquaintances are like a butterfly that only lasts one summer afternoon. Beautiful on the outside, but weak on the inside. They are only with you in the fleeting laughter, in the comment that happens, in the saying that is said, in the empty talk that only leaves a hole in the soul once it is finished. But when the tornado of adversity arrives, when the problems and the vicissitudes arrive, with their harness they retreat, they flee cowardly, cold, full of insanity and unhealthy judgment. They did not pass the test. Acquaintances are like shallow puddles that dry out at sunrise, leaving only mud, worms, and the stench of rot. When they retired, they only leave disappointment, emptiness and sadness in the soul and in the heart. True friends are like immeasurable oceans, deep to infinity, full of fish, full of life in abundance. You can immerse yourself in them when needed, and as the waves of the sea caress you, they embrace your soul, comforting it, filling it with strength, with energy, filling it with vitality and joy, which allows you to move forward in the hard struggle of life. Saying I love you are empty words if you don't put them into practice, if they are not accompanied by concrete actions to firmly support the word love. Saying I love you only sounds like empty rhetoric if that I love you has not yet been weighed in the scales of divine justice, measured with the rod of the judges of the law and qualified in the rigor of the trials through the centuries and millennia, through times and ages. If you have a friend who has already been proven in laughter and in tears, a true friend, take care of him, because that is not a friend. That is a treasure, more precious than the gem jealously guarded by the greedy pirate of the seas in the bowels of the earth. A true friend never betrays you, and if he does, it is because of weakness, because Satan tempts him. He returns regretfully and with his eyes full of tears. He asks for forgiveness. A true friend can save your life, if necessary, putting his own at risk. A true friend can save your soul, if necessary, putting his own at risk too. That is the difference between a proven friend, a real friend, and a simple acquaintance that goes through the path of your life without leaving a trace or a lasting memory. An acquaintance belongs to time, a true friend to eternity.